no matter how great Floyd has been, they're going to bait somebody. They're going to put somebody in front of Floyd.
It's a feud of the undefeated, as Andre Ward accused Floyd Mayweather of fraudery.
Because then you got to ask the question, what's the motive? You want to be the first to say, if you happen to be right, that
As controversial as this sounds, Ward presented evidence to prove himself right.
If you happen to be right, that I said it, what's the motive behind it? Because...
And should things continue this way, it may get really messy for Floyd. But let's, first of all, hear Andre Ward out.
In a year, somebody have a great performance, they're going to, and it's up to Floyd if he wants to take the challenge or not.
Floyd Mayweather isn't strange to backlashes regarding his lavish lifestyle and extravagance, but he's probably strange to hearing such backlash from boxers like him, as that could imply a new feud. Following his recent trend of show-offs and extravagance, a pissed-off Andre Ward accused him of getting him money from questionable sources, making Ward the second boxing professional to accuse him of such cases. No matter whom you choose to rank higher, Floyd Mayweather or Andre Ward, the respective champions are without a doubt the two best boxers on the planet at this moment.
But you feel like you have some advice that you can give a young fighter like myself?
Both fighters are masters of their craft and extremely dominant inside the ring, but that's where the similarities end. Outside the ring, the two men are polar opposites. Mayweather is brash and outspoken, while Ward is quieter and usually flies under the radar, even though he's undefeated and an Olympic gold medalist.
You know a lot of the same people, man. Just pick up the phone. Personally,
this personality clash was what led Andre Ward into accusing Floyd Mayweather of fraudery in an interview. He flaunts so much illegal money and the media praises him for it. How do you get praised for defrauding fellow boxers? Andre Ward said, speaking to a reputable news source when asked about Floyd Mayweather and his lifestyle.
I don't air stuff like that out, in front of cameras.
Andre Ward had also briefly talked about Floyd's issue in Dubai and claimed he was held hostage for a short while over some debts he owed, but could get over those debts with the same fraudulent money he now flaunts. While he spoke, he touched on Floyd's decision to buy multiple courtside seats for a basketball game, only to sit on them all alone with his money bag.
Because then you got to ask the question, what's the motive? You want to be the first to say, if...
Just recently, Mayweather was seen at a basketball game, where his presence eventually did more harm than good to the fans that were also present. The Las Vegas Aces lost to the Chicago Sky 93-85 at Michelob Ultra Arena, despite making a solid comeback from being down by as many as 21 points to tie the game. This loss marks the Aces' fourth consecutive defeat. However, an unexpected sight at the game caught the attention of WNBA fans.
There's Floyd Mayweather.
Former professional boxer Floyd Mayweather, known for his luxurious lifestyle, was spotted at the game. Mayweather surprised fans in Nevada by purchasing extra seats to showcase his lavish lifestyle, using them to display his money bags. Mayweather's presence increased the excitement for an already intense game. Kennedy Carter scored a career-high 34 points to lead Chicago, while Angel Reese contributed 13 points and 10 rebounds, marking her 16th double-double in 17 games. Despite the Aces briefly taking the lead in the fourth quarter, the Sky maintained a significant advantage at halftime. Carter's crucial performance in the closing moments secured a victory for Chicago. During the game, Mayweather was also seen greeting five-time NBA All-Star John Wall, and a fan captured the moment. Fans were surprised by Mayweather's luxurious style and reacted hilariously to the American boxing promoter. One fan reacted, "Always looking lonely." Meanwhile, another fan criticized Mayweather, calling him a loser because of his history of domestic violence, and advised other fans to focus on the games rather than on him. The fan said, "Or maybe you could mention the game instead of talking about a loser with a history of domestic violence. Did you forget?"
Actually, 3 cars that I bought. So I brought them out front, one of my houses.
Another fan voiced his opinion on Mayweather sitting alone by purchasing other seats and said, "How bad does your life suck when you have to purchase all those seats and sit all alone with no one to chill with? That sucks, bro. Being rich and famous sucks too." Following that, Floyd Mayweather flaunted his latest shopping spree, which seems to have been quite effective. He took to Instagram to inform his approximately 30 million followers that he brought 3 brand new cars into his luxury garage. But before getting them in there, he parked them in the driveway of his home, which he calls the Palace, and made a video to show everyone his new toys. He got his hands on a white over red McLaren GT, estimated at over $200K. He's got another McLaren, a yellow one, in Miami, but he will keep this in Las Vegas.
So we got this.
He also bought a Rolls-Royce Ghost. The Ghost should start at around $350K. The walk-around video shows the luxury sedan has a red leather interior, and there is another Rolls-Royce that he could not stay away from, a Phantom with an extended wheelbase.
Extended wheelbase.
Mayweather points out that it has Gucci pillows for the comfort of those sitting in the back. Floyd Money Mayweather said it is no ordinary Phantom, but a special edition for which he paid $700K. This means he bought $1.2 million worth of cars within minutes, because money roll out of his bank account as views roll into his Instagram videos. Floyd Mayweather is not exactly the representation of modesty when it comes to showing off, and this is exactly what Andre Ward has an issue with. He has been flexing his car collection on social media every chance he gets. I'm just bringing you guys into my everyday life. You can get mad, this is what God wanted, the undefeated boxer explains.
Cheap pillows. All depends on how you want to close the door.
However, claiming that he bought 3 cars is not really accurate. Floyd also shows a Mercedes-Benz van with Maybach equipment. It's got a Starlight headliner just like his Rolls-Royces and seats wrapped in orange leather in a lounge-like passenger cabin. A partition wall separating the area from that of the driver, Apple TV, a refrigerator, and a coffee machine are on board. He bought the van a few days before his Rolls-Royce/McLaren car shopping stint. Mayweather retired from boxing in 2017 with an incredible unbeaten 50-0 record, which made everyone label him as arguably the greatest boxer ever to enter the ring.
Stop talking, I'm filming. Come on. Showed you guys this yesterday.
He is the richest boxer in the world, with a net worth of $400 million. So no wonder he can afford any car out there. His Gucci Himalaya bag has just arrived, and he has to show that off too. He couldn't have paid $110K for a bag and kept it a secret. He places the bag box on the steps leading into his home, right next to the keys of his luxury vehicles. In a recent interview with ESPN, the former boxer revealed he owns $15 million worth of cars that he never even drives.
It's like 4 or 5 days ago.
That figure just went to $16 million with the addition of the 2 Rolls-Royces and 2 McLarens. The 3 new entries will probably have the fate of all the others. They will just sit parked in his super expensive garage of his Palace in Las Vegas. The fleet reportedly includes 16 Rolls-Royces, 3 Bugattis, and 2 Ferraris, among many others. For most of his cars, he pays with cash that he brings in bags. Without relenting, the controversial former boxer continued to flaunt his fortune through luxury and extravagance.
I got all type of toys, Apple TV, espresso machine.
More recently, he has unveiled his second private jet, known as the Air Mayweather II, a stunning Gulfstream aircraft that reflects his incredible wealth and opulent lifestyle. The Air Mayweather II is a true symbol of luxury in the skies. Equipped with 12 premium leather seats, gold-plated cup holders, and custom details, this private jet is a showcase of Mayweather's extravagant taste. The initials TMT, the Money Team, are engraved near the entrance and on the rear wing, while his last name, Mayweather, is etched along the fuselage. Although the exact cost of this new Mayweather toy has not been disclosed, it is speculated to be a multi-million-dollar investment comparable to his first private jet, a $50 million Gulfstream G650 purchased in 2014. This first plane is primarily used for long-haul travel to exclusive destinations such as Monte Carlo, Hong Kong, Bali, Fiji, and Tokyo. Mayweather, in his faithful style to create controversy, used Instagram to announce his new acquisition, accompanying the photos with a defiant message addressed to his detractors: "I'm going to keep setting the bar high while they keep praying for my downfall." In a provocative tone, he added, "2 planes gives them 2 more little reasons to hate. Mayweather's lifestyle is a reflection of his success in and out of the ring, always with his personal touch of extravagance."
All type of crazy stuff, bro. So these are the 2 also. That's new.
With his new Air Mayweather 2, he continues to travel the world, flaunting his fame and fortune. This private jet is not only a means of transportation, but also a statement of his opulent lifestyle and his ability to let any criticism from his haters slide. Floyd Mayweather wants to continue to prove that he is still a towering figure in the world of sports and beyond, and that even in retirement, he is still the best ever.
Yeah. Talked about this yesterday, talked about that.
Well, Andre Ward isn't even arguing about Mayweather's in-ring exploits. It's clear to everyone that the 50-0 legend is a boxing great. However, Andre Ward isn't satisfied with his lifestyle outside of the ring, and that's the reason why he has now leaked more details about the source of Mayweather's wealth.
With his head. Time has been called, and now a point's going to come away.
Gervonta Davis had also raised questions in the past regarding the source of Floyd Mayweather's wealth recently. Despite retiring from the sport in 2017, Mayweather has returned time and again to the ring, and his fans have generally supported him in these exhibition fights. However, this return was initially marked by so much chaos surrounding the boxing legend. He's alleged to have been held hostage for weeks in Dubai, and he's also been involved in an unending feud against his former protege, Gervonta Davis, who's been showing up on social media leaking secrets of the boxing legend and making shocking revelations. But more recently, he refused to show up in the press conference ahead of the fight with Victor Ortiz before there was a sudden change to John Gotti III. On Instagram, Davis reacted to the news of Mayweather's absence, which reportedly cost the CDMX government $1 million. He is out here scamming again, taking people's money. In response, Mayweather posted that Davis Martin card had been canceled, with Davis replying in a post of his own, in which he labeled the 47-year-old as a hatter.
I thought he was back in the States already.
Nope. They said,
he been out there for a long ass time.
They said, whoever.
Responses from both parties revealed to the public about how things between the two had been going on since Mayweather ceased being Davis's promoter and mentor. Following the announcement on Mayweather's Instagram account that Gervonta Davis's next fight with Frank Martin had been put aside, he also shared an image of the PPV poster with the word "canceled" printed on it, along with a playful caption. The boxer turned promoter wrote, "It's sad. I hope it's just a rumor." The news turned out to be a fake rumor. This message did not sit well with the 29-year-old lightweight boxer, who expressed his frustration and anger in a now deleted message on social media. The comment said, "This guy is so hateful. He said some stuff was canceling, and that ain't true. Guy, this is my stuff now. Keep talking, and I'll stop by your house right now and get my hands on you and some other stuff." News of Mayweather's truancy aligns with other rumors shared by Davis, who declared that the veteran is being held hostage. Well, as for Andre Ward also, this isn't the first time Floyd and Andre Ward have had a back and forth. While both fighters were active, Floyd had made some funny statements about Andre Ward and his coach that drew a direct response from his fellow undefeated boxer. Andre Ward was the International Boxing Federation, World Boxing Association, and World Boxing Council light heavyweight champion Andre Ward when hit back at the retired former 5-division world champion Floyd Mayweather Jr., who recently had some choice words about the Olympic gold medal winner and his trainer, Virgil Hunter. Then, Mayweather touched on a number of topics when he sat down with reporter Brian Campbell of ESPN for a live chat on Facebook. One of the discussions was pertaining to the rightful pound-for-pound king in boxing.
But one thing about me.
In the opinion of Mayweather, the best fighter in the world is WBC super flyweight champion Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, because he felt Ward should have lost his November fight with Sergey Kovalev. Ward, who got off the floor in the second round, secured what some felt was a controversial 12-round unanimous decision over Kovalev. All three judges scored the fight 114, 113, There was a rematch clause and Kovalev exercised his right for a second fight. I like Andre Ward, but one thing about me, call a spade a spade. Ward didn't win, Mayweather said. Chocolatito has to be number one. He hasn't lost yet and he's a hell of a fighter. Do I like Andre Ward? Yes, I do like Andre Ward, but Andre Ward has to make some major changes if you are going to fight Kovalev again. You gotta make some major changes. You gotta go get you a trainer that's been in the crunch before. Mayweather then went after Hunter, who also worked with such boxers as Andre Berto, Amir Khan, and several others.
Floyd in him, not in his marketability, but in his ability to limit the damage, right?
There's a lot of.
If Ward intends to fight Kovalev for a second time, Mayweather is advising him to get rid of Hunter. Virgil Hunter's not a good trainer at all. That's just my honest opinion. Virgil Hunter's a cool guy. He's a nice guy, but a guy who's never fought before, that's never been in a crunch moment. How can he tell you about a crunch moment if he's never been in a crunch moment? Mayweather said. He then added, I need a trainer that's in my corner that's been in there before and felt contact and know how it is to be in a fight. I don't care if it's an amateur fight. You have to have some type of experience at boxing. So can Virgil Hunter be in my corner? Absolutely not. But do I think he's a cool guy? Absolutely.
Total different fighter. He's a combination puncher. Extremely fast. Probably the fastest hands in history.
Ward responded and said he won't be baited into a war of words. Floyd, I'm not taking the bait, but I will say this. When is it going to stop? How many more people are you going to lash out at? You're in a position to build up the sport of boxing and the people in it and not tear it down, especially the younger generation. Be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem, Ward stated. Don't become another critic, the very ones you've been fighting your whole career, especially toward the ones who go through the same things you do. All the lashing out may make headlines, but it's not a good look, bro. We need to choose our words wisely. The people are listening.
So if you really feel like it's something that, from a business standpoint, that...
And even before this, their back and forth had gotten so intense that boxing fans raised talks of a fight between Floyd Mayweather and Andre Ward. Their back and forth verbal spat started by none other than Mayweather in an interview with Ben Thompson of FightHype.com, and a subsequent Ward quote was taken out of context and made into an eye-popping headline.
You know, I need to make some different moves, or maybe I shouldn't do certain things. If you really care, and if it's really an issue...
While it was an attractive effort to have made the two undefeated legends squash their beef in the ring, it was totally impossible, according to Ward. Although he's fought at the 154-pound limit before, Mayweather is best suited as a welterweight, 147 pounds. Ward, on the other hand, is a super middleweight and has fought almost his entire career at 168 pounds. That means that at their ideal weight, Mayweather and Ward are separated by 3 weight divisions, or 21 pounds. In boxing terms, that much weight is astronomical. With the weight debate already being seen as an obstacle for a Saul Alvarez versus Mayweather fight, imagine the complications that would arise for a Ward fight.
He didn't. That's his opinion. And let me say this. He may be right. This may be some kind of setup.
Ward wasn't challenging Mayweather when he stated on Twitter, now known as X, that he would move down to 160 pounds to face him, but that announcement is what really got some fight fans excited about the possibility of a Ward-Mayweather clash. Just because Mayweather said he sparred with middleweights doesn't mean he'll ever want to jump in the ring with the best super middleweight in the world, and rightfully so. On the flip side, just because Ward said he will come down to middleweight to fight Mayweather doesn't make it a good idea. In essence, a Mayweather versus Ward bout would have been putting a blown-up fighter, Mayweather, who had never entered the ring over 151 pounds, against a starched one, Ward, who would likely just blow back up on fight night. No matter who had the advantage in that scenario or how good either guy is, nobody really wants to see that type of fight.
You can't call out a welterweight, man.
Fans want to see the best fighters fight the best opposition at the top of their game, not an altered, less effective version. Some would argue that testing your body's limits is what competitive sports is all about. One of the most telling statements that suggested this fight would never take place were the remarks Ward made after the initial sting of Mayweather's comments to FightHype.com had worn off. When speaking to Ben Thompson of FightHype.com, Ward had this to say: "I've been in boxing a long time, and rule number 1 is, you don't call somebody out that's 3 weight classes lower than you.
can't call out a welterweight. Like, you don't get any stripes for that. And not even just me, but, you know, another legitimate super middleweight. Like, if you want Floyd to come up, somebody who's done everything in the sport, doesn't have to lift another finger in the sport to prove anything.
And to add on to that, you don't throw out a weight that you'll sacrifice to meet said guy at either. Moving forward, people should focus on the matchups that can be made for both men and let the Ward-Mayweather pipe dream go. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.